answer lies in the heart of battle.
King of Iron Fist Tournament.
Mugen TV versus Corner.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Hey guys, it's Mugen Lord here, and today I want to talk about King of Fighters 15. I thought it would be a perfect time to kick off the week with some fighting game news. And if you guys don't know, it looks like SNK is going to delay King of Fighters 15 up into 2022. And in my opinion, I think it's a really good idea. I mean, this year it's been, as far as games are concerned, we've been getting an announcement of a ton of games, and it seemed like for the next couple of months, especially during the summertime, each month there's going to be a high profile game or an interesting game that I want to pick up to add to my gaming library, and I just can't add any more to that list. And the main reason why they want to sit back and delay the game up into next year is for the fact is that due to the whole pandemic that kicked off back in 2020, there's been a lot of setbacks as far as development, trying to reorganize the team since everybody's working back at home. So that was one main reason why they want to set it back. But the main thing is, after receiving a ton of feedback from the fans who are looking forward to King of Fighters 15, they feel as though that the game still needs more time to be polished, and they want to produce a high quality product, and I don't blame them. And as far as I'm concerned, and I said it in plenty of other videos, that I have never really been a big King of Fighters fan, or just an SNK fan in general. I grew up as a Capcom kid, loved Street Fighter and a lot of Capcom titles, especially back in the 90s. And the main thing to me, in my opinion, it seemed like once these fighters had transitioned over to 3D, it seemed that SNK has been lagging quite behind Capcom, and even when it comes to the newer titles within the Tekken series, it seemed like the quality of them transitioning from 2D sprites up into 3D just hasn't been that great. Now, we all seen the release of King of Fighters 14. King of Fighters 14 has been really rough, especially at the beginning, and I remember when seeing King of Fighters 14, I was like, is this a current gen or is this a last gen title? Because they just looked horrible. The character models wasn't that great. Everything about it just screamed last gen. And then when you look at King of Fighters 15, and you guys witnessed me say this in past videos on my Mugen Lord channel, that I wasn't really impressed with how King of Fighters 15 had looked, because it looks like an outdated, or it looks like a last gen game. And King of Fighters 15 is coming out kind of late, because now we in this current generation, which was considered the next generation with PS5. We're gonna be expecting to see a lot of fighters crossing over into this generation, and now that King of Fighters 15 is coming out this late, it already looks kind of outdated. Now, I must admit that the art style they decided to go with looks much better, and if you look at some of the characters, they look much better in King of Fighters 15 than they did in King of Fighters 14. You could take a perfect example, look at Andy. Andy looked horrible in King of Fighters 14, but looked much better in King of Fighters 15. You can look at the character models to Vanessa, how she looked in 14 compared to 15. So a lot of these characters have received a complete makeover, which is for the betterment of this game. So for them to sit back and to realize what they need to do and how much more polishing that it needs, I think they need to take as much time as possible, because I really want King of Fighters 15 to be the King of Fighters game for me to get into, and hopefully be able to, you know, stream some matches and have some gameplay videos up for you guys, and maybe, you know, have some Discord battles going on and record some of our Discord matches to put up on the YouTube channel. I think that'd be pretty cool and that'd be pretty fun. But so far they announced a couple of characters that we haven't really went over, and they announced Blue Mary, was it Mark, Clark, also we have gotten Luong, and we talked about Mai recently. So there's a whole lot of characters that they've been showing off. Chris as well, can't forget Chris. Everybody's been anticipating that character as well. So they've been showing off a lot of characters, and it seems like everybody's fan favorites are coming, and it looks like they are trying their best to shatter everybody's expectation, because Team Secret Agent, which I never thought would be a team, and it threw me off guard with the characters that they decided to use for this team. So I think it's going to be a lot of unlikely pairings of characters that everybody wasn't expecting. Just reading the comments, there's a lot of people who haven't expecting some of these characters to be on the same team, which I think is quite fun to see fans who of the King of Fire series who knows what characters are normally together and now seeing them mixed and matched up together and stuff like that. So I think that's pretty cool, and that's pretty much giving us an idea of what to expect when it comes to the story and where these characters lie within one another and why these characters are pairing up together. So I'm more so interested to see how that play out, and I'm gonna do my best and my due diligence to research the storyline before I even get into this game to see where, you know, this story is going to be unfolding with King of Fighters 15 and where this is going to take the franchise beyond that. So that's what I'm definitely looking forward to. And of course, they announced that they're doing rollback, so I think that'd be a perfect time. That delay is also, to me, in my opinion, influenced this delay as well, because they want to implement a good rollback for the game, and on top of polishing. I think my main gripe with King of Fighters 15 at this point is the fact that this game still look a little bit outdated, but looks better than King of Fighters 14, and that's not really saying much. I think they're gonna need that time to really get the game up to specs, and make it look presentable, make it look pretty going in for this generation, which everybody is looking forward to. So I definitely want to hear your thoughts. What do you think about this delay for King of Fighters 15? Do you think it's best for SNK to delay the game farther into 2022, or do you think that you guys this is a sign to be nervous that there may be something going on in the background that we don't know about? But I definitely want to hear your thoughts. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, subscribe to the Game Fiends channel, and if you want to be notified for more fighting games and SNK news, make sure you hit that bell to be notified. This is Mugen Lord signing off. I'll see you Game Fiends later. Peace out.